Urgent message starts now. These 3 men are coming to your house tomorrow. What they're about to ask you will change everything. Don't ignore this divine setup. Press play now to find out why they've been sent and what heaven needs you to do next. These 3 men are coming to your house tomorrow because they will ask you for something quickly. See this seriously. Imagine this tomorrow 3 men will arrive at your doorstep. They're not just any men but individuals with a divine purpose sent to deliver a message and to ask something important of you. This is not a random encounter or a mere coincidence. It is an event that has been orchestrated by God Himself, unfolding exactly according to His perfect plan for your life. Jesus Christ has prepared these men to enter your life for a reason that will soon become clear, and their arrival is not something to take lightly. You may be wondering, who are these 3 men? What will they ask of me? What Jesus is about to reveal to you is something profound, a calling and a moment that could very well alter the course of your journey. So before the sun rises tomorrow, it's crucial that you open your heart to this message. Prepare your spirit and understand the significance of what is about to happen. God uses people both ordinary and extraordinary to fulfill His purposes on earth. Sometimes the people He sends into our lives hold the key to unlocking the blessings we've been waiting for. At other times they challenge us to rise to the occasion and step into a higher calling. The 3 men who will arrive at your house tomorrow represent a powerful intersection between heaven and earth. Jesus has a plan and these men are part of it. This isn't just about their visit. It's about you, your faith, your willingness to trust in God's divine timing, and your openness to the extraordinary work that Jesus is doing in your life. Don't ignore this message. Read on carefully to understand what is about to unfold. The biblical significance of 3 men, a pattern of divine encounters. Throughout Scripture the number 3 has significant meaning, often associated with divine completeness, resurrection, and spiritual transformation. Many pivotal moments in the Bible involve 3 individuals or 3 occurrences that signal a turning point in someone's life or in God's plan. Think of the 3 wise men who followed the star to Bethlehem to find the newborn king. They weren't just random visitors. They were guided by God to witness the birth of Christ and offer gifts that signified His purpose. Now think of Abraham, who encountered 3 mysterious men. Genesis 18:1-15. These men came to Abraham's tent to deliver a message from God, a message that would change the course of his and Sarah's life forever. They came to tell him that the long-awaited promise of a son would soon be fulfilled. Their visit was a moment of divine revelation and a turning point for Abraham and Sarah, who had been waiting in faith for many years. Just as those 3 men came to Abraham with a message from God, so too will the 3 men arriving at your house tomorrow bring something vital. It could be a message, a challenge, an opportunity, or an invitation. But one thing is certain: they are coming because God has sent them, and their visit has been divinely timed. Why are they coming to you? You may be asking, why me? What is it that these men will ask of me? Understand that when God sends someone into your life, He is often asking for your heart, your obedience, and your faith. These 3 men will come not only to deliver something to you but also to request something from you. What they ask might challenge you or even stretch your faith, but know this: Jesus never asks for anything without purpose. He is the master of every detail. And he knows that what they ask will be for your good and for the glory of his kingdom. Here are three possible things they might ask of you based on the biblical themes of such encounters. 1. They may ask for your trust. Sometimes Jesus brings people into our lives to ask for our trust. This is especially true if you've been struggling with doubt or fear about the future. These three men might ask you to step out in faith, to trust in God's plan even when the path ahead seems unclear. Maybe they will challenge you to take a leap of faith in your personal life, your career, or your spiritual journey. Trusting God requires letting go of control and believing that He will provide what you need at the perfect time. 2. They may ask for your obedience. When God asks for something, it often comes in the form of a call to obedience. These men might come with a word from the Lord asking you to follow His lead in an area of your life where you've been hesitant or unsure. Perhaps there's something God has been whispering to your heart, a decision, a change, a step forward that you've been putting off. Tomorrow these men may arrive to confirm that it's time to move. Obedience often requires sacrifice, but Jesus promises that those who follow His commands will be blessed beyond measure. 3. They may ask for your service. Jesus came not to be served but to serve, and He calls us to do the same. The three men who are coming might ask you to serve in some capacity, to help someone in need, to step up in your community, or to offer your time, talents, or resources for a greater cause. Service is a powerful way to live out your faith, and it often brings unexpected blessings. By serving others, you are serving Jesus Himself. Matthew 25:40. These men might be the catalyst for you to step into a new role of leadership or compassion that you never expected. How to prepare for their arrival. Spiritual readiness. Now that you know these men are coming and that their visit is a divine appointment, how can you prepare yourself spiritually and mentally for what they will ask of you? Here are a few steps to help you get ready for tomorrow's encounter. 1. Pray for discernment before anything else. Pray. Ask Jesus for the wisdom to recognize His hand in the situation. Pray for discernment so that when these three men arrive, you will know how to respond. Ask God to open your spiritual eyes so that you can see the deeper meaning behind their request. In James 1:5, we are promised that if we lack wisdom, we can ask God and He will generously provide it. Trust that Jesus will give you the clarity you need when the time comes. 2. Be open to God's timing. Tomorrow's visit may not unfold the way you expect. God's timing and ways are often different from our own. Be open to the possibility that what these men bring or ask of you may not immediately make sense, but remember, God's plans are always for your good and His glory. Jeremiah 29:1. Stay patient even if the request seems challenging or unclear. At first, trust that the timing is perfect, even if it stretches your faith. 3. Release fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are the biggest obstacles to receiving God's blessings. If you are afraid of what these men might ask or unsure of how you'll respond, give those fears to Jesus. He has not given you a spirit of fear but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. Trust that whatever happens tomorrow is part of a divine plan that you may not fully understand now, but That will make sense in time. For prepare to act in faith. Without action is dead. James 2:17. Be prepared to act on what these men ask of you, whether it's a small request or something that requires great courage. Be ready to move in faith. God often tests us by seeing if we are willing to step out before we have all the answers tomorrow when these men arrive. Be ready to act, knowing that every step of faith leads to greater blessings. What happens after there? Visit the blessings of obedience. So what happens after these three men leave? What can you expect in the days and weeks to come? The Bible is full of stories of people who experienced profound blessings after obeying God's messengers, whether it was Abraham who received the promise of a son, or the widow of Zarephath who was blessed with an unending supply of oil and flour after helping Elijah. The principle is clear. Obedience brings blessing. Here are some blessings you might experience after their visit. 1. Breakthrough in areas you've been praying for. When you obey God's call, especially when it's hard, you often unlock breakthroughs that have been long delayed. These three men could be the key to answering prayers you've been holding on to for months or even years. Whether it's a financial breakthrough, a restored relationship, or a new opportunity, expect that God will move in response to your faithfulness. 2. Increased spiritual clarity. Sometimes obedience brings not just material blessings but spiritual insight and clarity. After these men leave, you might find that you understand God's will for your life in a deeper way. Decisions that once seemed complicated will become clear, and you'll feel a renewed sense of purpose and direction. 3. A closer walk with Jesus. The ultimate blessing of obedience is a closer relationship with Jesus. When you trust Him enough to follow His instructions even when they come through unexpected means, you deepen your intimacy with Him. You will feel His presence more strongly, hear His voice more clearly, and walk in greater peace and joy. Conclusion. Be ready. They're coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is not just another day, it's a day ordained by God, a day when three men will come to your house with a request that will challenge you, stretch you, and ultimately bless you. Jesus is sending them because He has something great in store for you, and your response could unlock the next chapter of your spiritual journey. As you prepare for their arrival, pray, release your fears, and get ready to act in faith. This is a moment of divine opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. These three men are coming because Jesus has sent them, and what they ask of you will be the key to unlocking the blessings you've been waiting for. Are you ready for tomorrow? Because Jesus is ready to move in your life. Something sacred is about to knock on your door. These three men aren't just visitors, they're part of a divine plan. Be ready. Stay open. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're ready to receive what heaven is sending your way.